This video is part 3 on my mini series on bit manipulation. Basically, what we are trying to learn over here is the basic fundamentals, how binary numbers are represented, what are bits, and how can you manipulate all of them for faster performance. Essentially, I'm trying to cover all of these topics in very small digestible formats because I know that all of these concepts are very overwhelming and certainly you cannot memorize everything. Up till now, we have discussed the basics, like how can you convert a number from decimal to binary, binary to decimal, what are all of the logical operators, and, or, not, or. And then we are also learning what does it mean to shift bits, and how does that change things. In this particular video, what we're going to do is, we are going to actually look at all of these bits and how can you toggle individual bits. Like, let us say you are given a binary number and then you only want to tinker around with the fourth bit. How do you do that? In this particular video, we are going to explore all of it. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Before you begin ahead, make sure that you're familiar with all of the terms that I talked about. If yes, then you can proceed. Otherwise, I would highly recommend you to go over all of those videos because I pick up exactly where I left off. And now we are going to be discussing how do you take up a number and set a particular bit. How do you left shift and how do you right shift? How do you check if a bit is set or not? So without further ado, let's get started. Let us try to understand all of the topics one by one. For example, I am starting off with a certain scenario where I need to check if a certain bit is set or not. And how does the problem statement look like? You are given a number and this number could be a binary number or it could also be a decimal number. So I am given this particular number and I have to check the value of I equal to 3. It means that check the number at the ith bit if it is set or not. And what does that mean? I will start to name all of my bits. So this is the 0th bit, the first bit, second bit, third, fourth, and the fifth. I have to check the value of 3. I have to check if this bit is set or not. You know that the value is 1. So this bit is set. So the value or the answer will be true. But how do you do it programmatically? How do you make use of the bitwise operators that we have been learning so far? Let us try to set up some foundation. I know that I have this particular number available. Now I need to perform some sort of logical operation over here with something to get a particular result. And this result will help me to understand if this particular bit was set or not. And I'm talking about this particular bit, correct? What does it mean if a bit is set? This value should be 1, correct? So if I have a 1 over here, then in the result I will have a 1 over here. And if this particular bit was not set, then this would have been a 0. I do 0 and 1 and then I will get a 0 over here. So it means that if I can get a 1 at this particular bit, if I can set this position, then this result will be able to determine was this bit set or not. If this was 1, 1 and 1 will give me a 1. If this would have been a 0, 0 and 1 will give me a 0. So just by this particular bit, I can get my answer, correct? But how do you apply bitwise operation just on a single bit? I know that I have to start with 1 somewhere, correct? But this is not the place that I have to start. I need to shift it until this particular point. So this is where my left shift operators come in handy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say 1 and then I left shift it by I. That is 3. So it means 1 left shift by 3 positions. So basically what I'm doing, I took the number 1 over here and now I'm going to shift it by 3 positions, 1, 2 and 3. This number has now shifted and in all the other places, what will happen? Naturally, they will all be a 0, correct? Now, if you do an AND operation on both of these numbers, what will you get? You follow the same approach. You do an AND of all of these individual columns. Since all of the other numbers are 0, remember, we did a 1 shift of 3. So all the rest numbers will be 0. And if you are doing an AND with 0, then all of these numbers will become naturally 0, correct? This is for sure. I am only remaining with the bit that I want to check. If in the original input this bit was set, I will get a 1 over here. If in the original input this bit was 0, I will get a 0 over here. So, is it safe to say that if I perform two operations, the first operation is 1 with a left shift of I, and then I AND it with this particular thing. Then, if the result is greater than 0, then my bit was set. If the result is 0, then the bit was not set. So basically what I'm saying is, if this particular number and 1 left shift of I, if this is equal to 0, then my bit was not set. If this number is greater than 0, then my bit was set. So, using the left shift operator, I was able to determine if my bit was set or not. Now think about it. If you had to do this programmatically, if you were given such a number and you want to write a code for it, one way is very simple. You take up the binary number and then you convert it to decimal and then you convert it to an array. Now you will iterate over each of the bits one by one and check your required bit, correct? That is not fast. But simply, if I'm saying that, okay, I'm giving you the number 45, check if the third bit is set or not. I can simply do 45 and of 1 left shift by the third bit, and that will be the answer. So you can see how the bitwise operators are actually helping you. And we took the advantage of the left shift operator over here. The interesting part is we can achieve the result even by using the right shift operator. So once again, I have the same problem statement available over here. I am given a particular number and I have to check is the third bit set or not. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to label all of my bits. I am interested in the third bit. This is the third bit. So you have to tell me if this is set or not. Since this is set, you need to return true, else you would have returned a false, correct? In the earlier approach, we were taking the help of a left shift operator. But now we can also take the advantage of a right shift operator. But if you think about it, when I do 1 and then a right shift of 3, it won't give me anything. Because when you do a right shift, this number will simply become 0, correct? So it is not of any use. But you're also forgetting that you have this particular number available. Just try to think what will happen if I do a right shift on this particular number by the number I, where I is 3. So what will happen? 3 numbers are gonna fall off, right? This number will go away, this number will go away, and this bit will go away. All of these bits have fallen apart. I did a right shift and I'm getting this. It is not just an ordinary number. Check out the first bit that is present over here. This bit is actually the bit that we wanted to text, correct? So when I did a right shift by 3, I got rid of the 3 bits that I wasn't interested in, and now I just want the bit that I'm interested in. So what can I do over here? Can I just write a 1 over here and then all of these numbers will be 0, correct? So if I do a right shift by 3 and then I do the AND operation, what is this giving me? Since this bit is set, I will get a 1 over here. If this bit was not set, I would have got a 0 over here, correct? For the other remaining bits, I have all of them as 0. Since all of them are 0, these will eventually be 0, correct? So once again, I come to the same conclusion. If I do a right shift with the value of I, and then I AND with the number 1, then if the result is 0, it means the bit was not set. If the result is greater than 0, it means the bit was set. So once again, your problem becomes so much smaller. If you had to do it programmatically, doing the brute force way would allow you to, okay, take up the number, convert it to binary, then store it in an array, now traverse each of the bits and try to determine what is happening. You are taking up so much memory and doing all these unnecessary calculations. But what about now? Just one right shift operator and one AND operator, and you have an immediate answer. You might have seen, right? There are so many solutions which are very, very innovative. People come up with such complex solutions. Just write a one-liner and that is the solution. This is how people are doing it. And that is what makes bit manipulation so much fun. For the next particular scenario, we are gonna try to set a particular bit. Once again, you are given a certain binary number and I am saying that, okay, set the third bit. So first of all, let us label all of our bits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What does it mean to set a bit? Setting a bit means you go to the third position first, and now this bit is 0. Setting a bit means if the bit is 0, you set it to 1. If it is 1, it is already set. So you don't have to make any changes, correct? If you have to do it programmatically, once again, you will convert it to binary, iterate, and then check, right? But you have to take the advantage of bitwise operators. So once again, try to visualize your problem something like this. I have my number available over here and I have to do some sort of operation to get my final answer in which my third bit is set. And notice, you don't have to tinker around with any of the other bits. What operator can you use? Can you use the OR operator over here? What will the OR operator do? For example, if I write down a 0 at every other position, except the third bit that I'm interested in, what will be the answer over here? Since I have all of these as 0 and I have all of these as 1, then the OR operator will not touch any of the original values. So when I do an OR, what do I get? I get all of the original values that were present in my input number, correct? So we have solved one part. All of these bits are expected the way they should be. I am now only interested in this particular bit. I have to set the bit. Now, no matter what this bit is, if I write down a 1 over here, then what will happen? 0 or 1, this will be a 1, right? That means the bit got set. And in any scenario, if this would have been a 1, then 1 or 1 will be a 1 again. So I have completed both of my exhaustive cases. And in both the scenarios, if I have a 1 over here, in my result, I will get a 1. That means I have set this particular bit. This is the third bit that I'm talking about. Correct? So if we are able to take up this number and OR it with this particular number, I will get my answer, right? I did set my bit. How do you get this number? It is very, very simple. Once again, you use the shift operators. What do? I take up 1 and then I do a left shift of 3. So what will that do? 1 comes over here and then I do 3 shifts, 0, 0, 0. This is how the bitwise operators are working, right? Therefore, to set my bit, can I do something like this? Just take up the number and then OR it with 1 left shift of I. And this particular result, this will be your answer where the ith bit has been set. Just think about it. It can make your code so much concise. You are given a function definition with a variable x and the value of I. This is the bit that you have to set. No need to write any loop or any iterations. Just return x or of 1 and then left shift with I. Just return this and your bit value will be set. Super simple, right? And naturally, this brings us to the next part where you have to clear a particular bit. You are given a certain binary number and the value 2. Now you need to clear the bit. What does that mean first of all? I am gonna first label all of my bits. I am looking at the value of I equals to 2. It means I am concerned about this particular bit and I have to clear it. Clearing a bit simply means that if the bit is 1, you need to set it to 0. If the bit is already 0, that means it is already cleared and you don't have to do anything about it. I now believe the problem statement is very, very clear. How do you clear this bit now? Let us try to follow the same approach over here. This is my input and I want to apply some operation over here such that I get the answer. Notice that I only have to clear this bit. So let us leave out this bit for now. For all of the other positions, I will want everything to remain the same, correct? In the previous scenario, we were able to take the help of an OR operator and then we just added a 1 over here. But this time we have to clear this bit. When you say clear, think about it. If I add a 0 over here, then what will happen? No matter whatever the number is over here, if it is 1, 1 and 0 will give me a 0. 0 and 0 will also give me a 0. So to clear a bit, think about it like short circuiting something. No matter whatever you have, if you introduce an open switch in the middle, then the resulting connection will be open. The value will be 0, correct? So if I have an AND operator over here and I have the value 0 here, then this bit will be cleared out. So one thing is very sure, I will have 0 over here and this way the result will also have 0. But we haven't looked at all of these numbers yet. What about all of these bits? I don't want to touch any of them. But when I'm doing an AND operator, then I have to be very careful, because if I AND it with 0, then everything becomes 0. But with an AND operator, if you have any of these values as 1, then none of these values will get touched. Because how does the AND operator work? 1 and 1 will give you a 1. 0 and 1 will give you whatever value you had over here. 0 and 1 will give you whatever value you had here. 1 and 1 and once again will give you whatever value you had here. So if we can somehow achieve this particular state, I will get my desired result. But the challenge over here is, how do you get this result? What were we doing when we had to set a bit? We took the value of 1 and then we did a left shift of 2. If we do that, the result is 1, 0, 0, correct? If you try to think about it, I can also write it as 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, right? I can add as many zeros as I want towards the left, right? Now, if you think about both of these, what do you see? Both of these are complements of each other, right? If you take up this number and then do a knot on it, then what will it become? I take up this entire thing and do a knot on this. This will give me 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. And that is exactly what I needed over here, right? So, is it safe to say that if I have to clear a bit, I take up this particular number and then I AND it. What do I AND it with? I AND it with a knot of 1 left shift I. That's it. If I do this particular calculation, I will get my answer. So once again, no need to write a loop or no need to write any lengthy function. You can simply return a one-liner and that way you can clear a bit. We have now set a bit and we have now cleared a bit. So what is the